Tier 2 beehives, in my opinion, create one of the best strategies you can employ in Planet Crafter. These beehives create both honey and, more importantly, bee larvae. The honey itself is already useful for a handful of things like making animal feeders, Tier 2 mutagen, and several foods. But the bee larva can be turned into 9 additional resources by recycling it. Recycling the bee larva grants an uncommon larva, a mutagen, and a fertilizer. You can then recycle the mutagen into a bacteria sample, a methane cartridge, and a sulfur. You can also recycle the fertilizer into algae, eggplant, and more sulfur. Then one last time, you can recycle the bacteria sample into algae and water. In total, from just a Tier 2 beehive, that's 11 different resources you can get. But recycling bees is kind of a nuisance. However, when you visit the Selenea moon, you can unlock the Tier 2 recycler, allowing you to automate this process. That means you can bring the 4 recyclable resources into the recycler at a lower priority. Eventually, all 11 resources will fill up as excess recyclable resources are brought back into the recycler to generate more. You can also prevent the recycler from clogging by running excess materials into a shredder. I'd also point out that bacteria samples are worth Terra tokens, so rather than shredding or recycling excess samples, it may be worth sending it off to a trade rocket instead. All these materials enable a ton of crafting, especially the Tier 1 fertilizer. But by just bringing in some squash, you can also craft Tier 2 fertilizer, further easing the access to some important buildings like outdoor farms or Tier 3 tree spreaders. I definitely recommend trying this strategy. It's both really powerful, but I also find it pretty satisfying. If you've got other sneaky strategies, feel free to leave a comment, and if you want more stuff like this for Planet Crafter or other crafting survival games, let me know by subscribing. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.